Gemma Arterton is a British theatre and film actress who became famous after her role as Strawberry Fields in Quantum of Solace, one of the Bond films. She beat out more than 1,500 candidates at the casting and became the girl of James Bond, played by Daniel Craig. She is called the new hope of Hollywood. Even famous actresses try to imitate her style, but she still does not consider herself outstanding and sincerely blushes with embarrassment when she is complimented. Childhood and youth. Gemma Christina Arterton, the actress's full name, was born in the winter of 1986 to the British family of Barry Arterton and Sally and Heap. Her parents were simple workers. Her father was a welder, her mother was a cleaner. The girl surprised those around her immediately upon her birth. The baby had 6 fingers on both hands, and her ears had a strange shape. The baby's non-standard features were corrected by surgery in early childhood. 3 years later, Gemma had a younger sister, Hannah Jane, who later also became an actress, although as a child she liked singing more. When the eldest daughter turned 6, Barry abandoned the family, leaving the little ones in the care of Sally. Gemma still has strong associations with her mother. When Sally was getting ready to leave in the evening, she always put on the same Givenchy perfume. As soon as the girl smells this aroma, she always thinks about her parent. Recalling her school years at Gravesend Grammar School, Arterton calls herself a classical nerd and a bookworm. She also suffered from an excellent student complex, and it was vital for her to get the highest grades. She diligently did her homework to the last letter. The same was true of her passion for the theater. My God, I was a regular member of the drama club. We read, discussed, and staged classical plays. I was hooked on the classics, always seriously prepared for rehearsals, learned all the roles to the last comma. Boys didn't like me very much. I didn't hang out. I was a well-read and desperately sad girl. Gemma was 14 when she appeared on the stage of a local theater in 3 productions at once. 2 years later, the girl left the grammar school and entered drama college. After studying there for 2 years, she earned a full scholarship to study at the London Royal Academy of Theatre Arts, from which she graduated in 2007. After graduation, Gemma was accepted to the troupe of the Globe Theatre, where she first appeared on stage in the production of Love's Labours Lost by William Shakespeare. In London, according to the actress, she met good people from whom she learned a lot and became more self-confident. I was greatly changed by working in a karaoke bar. At the age of 18, I got a job there as a hostess. As it turned out later, there were some very strange elements hanging out there. Real gangsters, and fights were constantly happening. I remember once a drunk, screaming bar patron swung at me. He had a broken bottle in his hand. And I very calmly and quietly told him, "Now shut up." Yes. Shut up. Now get out of here. But Arterton's real success came with her participation in the famous Bond film, where she played the role of British intelligence officer Strawberry Fields. Immediately followed by filming in the fantasy, The Living Book of Jane Austen, Elizabeth Bennet, and the role of June in the action movie Rock'n'Rolla by Guy Ritchie with Jared Butler. Arterton found her participation in Mike Newell's blockbuster, Prince of Persia. The sands of time, both exciting and exhausting. According to her, there were many dangerous moments on the set, in which her partner was Jake Gyllenhaal, Prince Dostan. One of these situations is the episode where her character, Princess Tamina, had to jump on a horse rushing straight at her. The actress was most afraid of falling under the hooves of the rest of the herd, but she refused a stuntwoman and played all the takes herself until the director was satisfied with the footage. Immediately after the premiere of the film, Gemma got a tattoo of a wing behind her ear, which symbolized a turning point in her life. Along with Liam Neeson and Ralph Fiennes, Arterton starred in the ancient Greek myth of Perseus, Clash of the Titans, where she got the role of the goddess Io. Gemma played a woman with a complex nature who does strange things in Stephen Frears' comedy, Irresistible Tamara. The actress believed that her character acts exactly this way and not otherwise, since she grew up with an ugly duckling complex, and she really wanted to be needed and loved. On set, Arterton wore complicated makeup and an incredibly large nose. She was unrecognizable and often got into trouble. The administrator did not allow her to sit at the table with food, because this is a table for those who work on the film. Then an extra actor spoke to her in a fatherly way, even advising her on how to get big roles. The actress said that she got tremendous pleasure from this film. She was especially comfortable working with the director, who approved her for the role even without an audition, and the actor Dominic Cooper, who wrote a song for her Tamara. Soon Gemma appeared with Ben Affleck and Justin Timberlake in Brad Furman's crime thriller, V.A. Bank. Another striking role in the thriller about the living dead was her teacher Helen Justineau in A New Age of Z. The difference between the film and other zombie stories was not so much the fight against them, but the study of the causes of infection and the search for a vaccine for children born to infected mothers. It was these half-humans that Arterton's heroine taught. An interesting experience for the actress was her participation in the film performance St. Joan by Josie Rourke, the story of Joan of Arc based on the play of the same name by Bernard Shaw. Her role as Vita Sackville-West, the mistress of the famous writer Virginia Woolf in Chania Button's biographical drama Vita and Virginia, became a challenge. Then Arterton appeared again in a comedy with Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston. Her grace in murder mystery was liked by the American public. In 2020, along with Colin Firth and Simon Russell, Gemma starred in the film Curtain, a story about the London theatre of the 30s. The actress appeared deep and sincere in the role of Alice in the war drama Eternal Summer, and in the film Black Narcissus, she played the Catholic nun Clodagh, who considers her mission to organize her own school in Nepal. Personal life of Gemma Arterton in her early youth. Gemma was convinced that she could not please boys. But moving to London gradually helped her cope with the ugly duckling complex. And in 2007, the aspiring actress began dating animator John Nolan. After living together for almost a year, the couple broke up. When Gemma was filming Quantum of Solace, she began a romantic relationship with Daniel Craig's stunt double, but the relationship did not last long. Then, for about 6 months, the actress was often seen in the company of Spanish writer Eduardo Muñoz. Their tender photos were published by the paparazzi more than once. After filming Rock'n'Rolla, Gemma gained weight and had a serious complex about it. Although the actress looked great, she did not fit Hollywood standards, which upset her greatly. Having achieved, in her opinion, ideal proportions, Gemma again believed in her own attractiveness and in 2009 accepted the courtship of Italian fashion designer Stefano Catelli. The relationship seemed serious to the actress, and they soon became engaged. 11 months later, in the summer of 2010, their private wedding ceremony took place in the small Spanish village of Zuqueros. In 2013, it became known that Arterton was living alone again, and in 2015, she filed for divorce from Catelli. It soon became known that since 2014, Gemma had been dating French director Franklin Ohanessian, whom she met on the set of the film Voices. It seemed that the fact that the actress divorced her previous husband, and also began to learn French and often visited Paris, spoke of the seriousness of the couple's intentions. But their relationship came to an end in 2016 without any comments from Arterton. In 2017, the actress was spotted in the company of Irish actor Rory Keenan. Moreover, they were caught kissing at the British Summer Festival. 2 years after this event, the couple legalized their relationship. Gemma said in an interview that she and Rory are in no hurry to have children, as they want to enjoy each other's company, in which they both feel good and comfortable. However, in December 2022, the couple had a son. The actress does not have pages on social networks and does not put her personal life on display, preferring to stay out of the spotlight. Gemma Arterton, now 2021, began for the actress with a photo shoot for the January issue of Red Magazine UK, shot by British photographer Chloe Mallet. In addition, the comedy thriller Kingsman: The Beginning was released, where Arterton played the role of Polly. The story about an organization of super spies who save the world takes a very unexpected turn. Harris Dickinson, Tom Hollander, Ralph Fiennes played in the film with Gemma. At the same time, the actress starred in the musical drama Mysterious White Boy, the thriller Keys to the Street, the comedy Marriage Contract. And in October 2022, the series Funny Girl with Gemma in the lead role will hit the screens above. This is a film adaptation of Nick Hornby's novel about the brilliant Barbara Parker, a woman who decided to conquer the purely male world of London stand-up. In 2023-2024, Gemma could be seen in the British TV series Guilty. Gemma Arterton, the British stage and screen star perhaps best known for playing Bond girl Strawberry Fields in Quantum of Solace, is set to star in upcoming period adventure thriller Stormwitch. The independent UK/Ireland co-production, to be directed by David Blair, a BAFTA winner for Taking Over the Asylum and The Street, from a screenplay by Tristan DeVere Cole, is being launched at the Marquee du Film in Cannes later this month, with Myriad Pictures handling pre-sales. Arterton, who also starred in The King's Man and recently appeared in the Toronto Bowing The Critic, will lead a cast that includes Chloe Pirrie, The Queen's Gambit, Stuart Martin, Army of Thieves, Kate Dickie, Prometheus, Stephen Cree, Outlander, and Kevin McKidd, Grey's Anatomy. The film is set to be shot later this year, primarily in Ireland. Set in the 17th century, Storm Witch centers on a small coastal community whose villagers find themselves drawn to and suspicious of Morag Arterton, a remarkable but mysterious woman who is uniquely connected to the nature that surrounds her. Survival is a daily and all-consuming struggle that is thinly forged from an inclement sea and pushed to the edge of the land by merciless feudal landowners. But it is Morag's passionate relationship with John Tulloch Martin, who is unwittingly pledged to marry Sinead Pirrie, that threatens to tear the community apart. While attracted by the emotional and lyrical themes, it struck me that as well as telling of the past, the story laid down a sobering marker for the present, said Blair, who recently directed 3 episodes of Irving Welsh's Crime series. A world where tolerance is at a premium and cynics seek out the vulnerable and the singularly distinctive, onto whom they can heap all their woes and prejudices. Blair added that the rugged, unforgiving land and seascape would play a vital role in the movie, as would character nuance and the strands of a narrative comprising religious, pagan, and sexual idiosyncrasy, thus leading the actors to present an authentic representation of how lives were lived, and indeed disposed of, in the 17th century. Myriad Pictures acquired rights for the thrilling feature from Galleon Films. Alice de Souza of Galleon will produce with executive producers including Myriad's Kirk D'Amico, alongside Blair and Andres Jawornik. We look forward to working with David Blair, the producers, and cast on this production which explores the role of women at a different time, before modern science, when things that were unexplained were thought to be magic, D'Amico said. On reading the gripping script for Storm Witch, I was struck by the atmospheric and haunting world of the story and by the suspenseful challenges faced by its characters who against all odds struggle for survival, de Souza added. The violence against remarkable women, religious fanaticism, and the crushing intolerance of difference all reverberate strongly in our contemporary societies. Nickname Gem. Gender female. Age 38 years old, in 2024. Date of birth February 2, 1986. Real name Gemma Christina Arterton. Profession English actress, activist and film producer. Nationality British. Birthplace Gravesend, United Kingdom. Religion not known. Zodiac sign Aquarius. Gemma Arterton education. Qualification. Graduated. School. Gravesend Grammar School for Girls, now Mayfield Grammar School. College. Northwest Kent College, Royal Academy of Dramatic Art. Gemma Arterton career. Profession. English actress, activist and film producer. Debut. St Trinian's. Net worth. $13 million US. Family and relatives. Father. Barry J. Arterton. Mother. Sally Arterton. Brother. None. Sister. Hannah Arterton. Marital status. Divorced.
Divorced. Stefano Catelli.
Past relationships. Franklin Ohaneshan. Eduardo Munoz.